Welcome, history enthusiasts, to another thrilling episode of Armchair Archaeology. Today, we're delving into the captivating world of the Amazons, the legendary warrior women who have fascinated scholars and storytellers for millennia. From ancient Greek myths to modern pop culture, these fierce female fighters have left an indelible mark on our collective imagination. But were they real, or merely the product of male fantasies and fears? Join us as we separate fact from fiction, explore archaeological evidence, and uncover the truth behind these enigmatic women. And stick around until the end for a surprising fun fact that might just change how you view the entire Amazon legend. The legend of the Amazons first emerged in ancient Greek mythology, but its roots may stretch back even further. These warrior women were said to hail from a matriarchal society on the fringes of the known world, often placed in the regions of Scythia or Asia Minor. The term Amazon itself has been the subject of much debate. Some scholars suggest it derives from the Iranian word Hamazan, meaning warriors, while others propose it comes from the Greek amazos, meaning without breast, referencing the alleged practice of removing one breast to improve bow handling. The earliest written accounts of the Amazons appear in Homer's Iliad, dating back to the 8th century BCE. Here, they're described as Antianirae, which can be translated as equal to men, or those who fight like men. This portrayal set the stage for centuries of fascination with these warrior women who challenged the patriarchal norms of ancient Greek society. Interestingly, the concept of female warriors wasn't unique to Greek mythology. Similar legends can be found in cultures around the world, from the Vietnamese Trunk Sisters to the Norse Valkyries. This global presence of warrior women in mythology suggests a universal fascination with the idea of women breaking free from traditional gender roles and wielding power equal to men. As we delve deeper into the Amazon myth, we'll explore how this fascination has shaped our understanding of gender, power, and society throughout history. In Greek mythology, the Amazons play a significant role in numerous heroic tales. These warrior women are often portrayed as formidable opponents, challenging even the greatest Greek heroes. One of the most famous stories involves Heracles, known as Hercules in Roman mythology, whose ninth labor was to obtain the girdle of Hippolyta, the Amazon queen. This task, seemingly simple, turned into a violent confrontation, showcasing the Amazons' fierce fighting spirit. Another notable tale involves Theseus, the legendary founder king of Athens. According to myth, Theseus abducted the Amazon queen Antiope, or Hippolyta in some versions, leading to a great battle when the Amazons invaded Athens to rescue her. This event, known as the Amazonomachy, became a popular subject in Greek art and literature, symbolizing the conflict between civilization and barbarism, order and chaos. The Amazons also feature prominently in the Trojan War cycle. In some versions of the story, a contingent of Amazons, led by Queen Penthesilea, came to Troy's aid. Penthesilea engaged in single combat with Achilles, the greatest Greek warrior. Despite her skill, she was ultimately defeated, but not before Achilles was struck by her beauty and bravery, leading to a moment of tragic romance. These mythological accounts paint a complex picture of the Amazons. They're portrayed as both admirable and threatening, embodying virtues like courage and martial prowess, while simultaneously representing the dangerous other that challenges the established patriarchal order. This ambivalent portrayal reflects the Greek fascination with and fear of powerful women, a theme that continues to resonate in discussions about gender roles today. While the Amazons of Greek myth may seem purely legendary, archaeological evidence suggests that warrior women similar to the Amazons did indeed exist. The key to this revelation lies in the steppes of Eurasia, particularly in the regions of Scythia and Sarmatia, where nomadic cultures flourished between 900 BCE and 200 CE. Excavations of Scythian and Sarmatian burial mounds, known as kurgans, have unearthed fascinating evidence. Roughly 20% of warrior graves in this region contained the remains of women buried with their weapons. These women were interred with an array of military equipment, including arrows, spears, and battle axes, suggesting they were indeed warriors in life. One particularly notable discovery was made in 2019 at a site in Russia. Archaeologists uncovered the 2,500-year-old remains of 4 female warriors buried with their weapons. The women ranged in age from 12 to 50, indicating that warrior status was not limited to a particular age group. Furthermore, many of these female warriors show signs of combat injuries, including arrowhead wounds and healed fractures. This physical evidence strongly suggests that these women actively participated in battle, rather than merely being buried with weapons as a symbolic gesture. Intriguingly, ancient Greek historian Herodotus wrote about the Sarmatians, describing them as descendants of Amazons who had mated with Scythian men. He noted that Sarmatian women hunted on horseback and joined in war, emphasizing that no woman married until she had killed an enemy in battle. While these findings don't prove the existence of the mythical Amazon society exactly as described in Greek legends, they do provide compelling evidence that women warriors were a real and significant part of some ancient cultures, blurring the line between myth and historical reality. The mythical Amazon society, as portrayed in ancient Greek accounts, was strikingly different from the patriarchal structure of most ancient civilizations. According to these stories, the Amazons lived in a matriarchal society where women held all positions of power and authority. Men were either absent entirely or relegated to subservient roles. The Amazons were said to be skilled horsewomen and archers, often depicted riding into battle on horseback with bows and arrows. This imagery aligns closely with the Scythian and Sarmatian cultures of the Eurasian steppes, where archaeological evidence of female warriors has been found. In some accounts, the Amazons were described as forming relationships with men from neighboring tribes solely for the purpose of procreation. Male children were either sent back to their fathers or, in more gruesome versions, killed. Female children were raised to be warriors, trained in combat and hunting from a young age. The Amazons were also associated with specific religious practices. They were often linked to the worship of Artemis, the Greek goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and chastity. Some myths suggest they founded temples to Artemis, including the famous Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. While these details are likely more mythical than historical, they reflect ancient Greek attempts to conceptualize a society that inverted their own gender norms. The idea of a woman-led society where females were the primary warriors and leaders was both fascinating and threatening to the ancient Greeks. Today, anthropologists and historians view these myths as valuable insights into ancient Greek attitudes towards gender roles, power structures, and the concept of the other in society. Throughout mythology and historical accounts, several Amazon queens stand out for their legendary exploits and leadership. These powerful women have captured the imagination of storytellers and audiences for millennia. Hippolyta is perhaps the most famous Amazon queen. In Greek mythology, she possessed a magical girdle given to her by Ares, the god of war. Heracles' 9th labor was to obtain this girdle, leading to a confrontation with the Amazons. In some versions of the myth, Hippolyta falls in love with Theseus and willingly goes with him to Athens, while in others, she's abducted, leading to war. Penthesilea, another renowned Amazon queen, fought on the side of Troy during the Trojan War. She engaged in single combat with Achilles, the greatest Greek warrior. Although she was ultimately defeated, her beauty and bravery were said to have moved Achilles to fall in love with her at the moment of her death, creating a tragic romantic narrative. Marina is a lesser-known but equally fascinating figure. According to the Greek historian Diodorus Siculus, Marina led a great army of Amazons on a series of conquests across Asia Minor and even as far as Libya. She was said to have founded several cities during her campaigns, Thalestris is mentioned in historical accounts as an Amazon queen who visited Alexander the Great. According to the story, she traveled with 300 women to meet Alexander, hoping to conceive a child with him. While most historians consider this tale apocryphal, it demonstrates the enduring fascination with Amazon queens in the ancient world. These legendary queens, whether historical or mythical, represent the pinnacle of female power and martial prowess in ancient narratives, challenging traditional gender roles and inspiring countless stories throughout history. The Amazons have been a popular subject in art and literature for over 2 millennia, their image evolving with changing cultural perspectives. In ancient Greek art, Amazons were a common motif, particularly in sculpture and vase painting. The Amazonomachy, or the battle between Greeks and Amazons, was a favorite subject, appearing on the Parthenon, the Temple of Apollo at Basae, and numerous other monuments. These depictions often showed the Amazons as noble adversaries, dressed in Eastern-style clothing to emphasize their foreignness. While they were portrayed as formidable warriors, Greek art typically showed them being defeated by male Greek heroes, reinforcing the perceived natural order of Greek patriarchal society. In literature, Amazons feature prominently in ancient Greek and Roman works. Homer mentions them in the Iliad, while later authors like Herodotus and Strabo discuss them in more detail, blending myth with what they believe to be historical fact. The Roman author Virgil includes an Amazon character, Camilla, in his epic poem The Aeneid, portraying her as a warrior maiden with divine speed and skill in battle. During the Renaissance, interest in the Amazons was revived as classical texts were rediscovered and reinterpreted. Artists like Peter Paul Rubens and Johannes Vermeer created works depicting Amazons, often blending classical themes with contemporary styles. As we've explored the ancient origins and historical evidence of the Amazons, it's also fascinating to examine how these legendary warrior women have been depicted in modern media and pop culture. The Amazons have continued to capture the imagination of audiences worldwide, evolving into powerful symbols of female strength, independence, and resilience. The influence of the Amazons can be seen in a myriad of literary works, ranging from fantasy novels to graphic novels. In these stories, Amazons are often portrayed as fearless warriors, skilled leaders, and champions of justice. Authors like J.R.R. Tolkien and Robert E. Howard have drawn inspiration from Amazonian myths to create strong female characters who defy traditional gender roles and challenge the status quo. Perhaps the most iconic modern representation of the Amazons is Wonder Woman, created by William Moulton Marston in 1941. Wonder Woman, or Diana of Themyscira, hails from an island paradise of Amazon warriors. Her character embodies the virtues of courage, wisdom, and compassion, making her a beloved figure in the superhero genre. The 2017 film Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins, brought the Amazon legend to a new generation, highlighting themes of female empowerment and the struggle for justice. The Amazons also appear in other film franchises, such as the Percy Jackson series, where they are depicted as a hidden society of warriors living in modern-day America. These portrayals often blend ancient mythology with contemporary settings, making the Amazon myth relevant to today's audiences. Television series like Xena, Warrior Princess, and Themyscira have further popularized the image of the Amazon warrior. These shows often explore themes of sisterhood, loyalty, and the fight against tyranny, resonating with viewers who appreciate strong, multidimensional female characters. Beyond Wonder Woman, the Amazon mythos has been richly explored in comics and graphic novels. DC Comics' various storylines often delve into the history and culture of the Amazons, expanding their world and introducing new characters. Other publishers, such as Marvel Comics, have also created their own versions of Amazonian characters, demonstrating the enduring appeal of these legendary warriors. In sports, the term Amazon is frequently adopted by women's teams to symbolize strength and competitiveness. This association with athleticism and martial prowess continues to inspire women to challenge themselves and break barriers in traditionally male-dominated arenas. The depiction of Amazons in modern media reflects and influences societal attitudes towards gender roles and female empowerment. These portrayals offering alternative narratives where women are not only equal to men, but often surpass them in strength, leadership, and moral integrity. The popularity of Amazonian characters highlights a growing recognition of the need for diverse and empowering representations of women in media. The term Amazon feminism emerged, emphasizing the physical prowess and capability of women, countering stereotypes of female weakness and passivity. Additionally, the concept of a matriarchal society, where women lead and fight, has inspired speculative fiction writers to imagine worlds where gender roles are radically different from our own. These stories often explore themes of power, equality, and the complexities of gender dynamics, offering new perspectives on what a more egalitarian society might look like. The enduring legacy of the Amazons in modern culture underscores their role as symbols of female empowerment and resilience. They consider traditional narratives and envision a world where women can be both warriors and leaders. Academically, Amazon studies have become a legitimate field of inquiry, intersecting with gender studies, classics, archaeology, and anthropology. Scholars continue to debate the historical basis of the Amazon myth and its implications for our understanding of gender in ancient societies. Even in the business world, the name Amazon has been co-opted by one of the world's largest companies, evoking ideas of vastness and power. Separating fact from fiction in the Amazon legend reveals a fascinating tapestry of myth, history, and cultural symbolism. While many aspects of the Amazon myth are likely exaggerations or purely fictional, the existence of female warriors in ancient cultures is supported by compelling archaeological evidence. This evidence not only confirms that women participated in battle, but also challenges our understanding of gender roles in ancient societies. The stories of the Amazons, both mythical and historical, continue to inspire and provoke thought, encouraging us to question our assumptions about gender, power, and society. Now, for our fun fact. In the insect world, there's a species known as the Amazon ant. These ants exhibit a behavior strikingly similar to the legendary Amazons. Female Amazon ants raid the nests of other ant species, capturing their pupae and bringing them back to their own nest. The captured ants then grow up to become workers in the Amazon ant colony, effectively becoming slaves to their captors. This fascinating parallel between myth and nature highlights the enduring power of the Amazon archetype. Just as the Amazons of legend were formidable warriors who captured the imagination of ancient cultures, the Amazon ants demonstrate a similarly aggressive and dominant behavior in the natural world. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey through the realm of the Amazons. If you found this exploration enlightening, we invite you to support our channel, Armchair Archaeology, by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing for more fascinating dives into history. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming adventures. We're eager to hear your thoughts. What other ancient mysteries would you like us to unravel next? Share your suggestions in the comments below. Until our next discovery, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the flame of curiosity burning bright.